In the past series of videos, we've introduced you to my brand new sailing yacht Maverick, built in Thailand by Island Spirit. The Island Spirit 525 is a very modern boat with push-button sailing, electric winches, and electric furling. That makes it a breeze to sail. We took her out on 2 sea trials with the manufacturer and then spent almost a week on a shakedown cruise sailing around the Thai islands. Her 5,000 watts of solar and modern systems make her really comfortable to live aboard. The design is really user-friendly and unique with an open design. I modified mine to have an office, a larger head, and master cabin. That's the great thing about Island Spirit. They're a boutique builder that can modify the designs to meet your needs. I really like the door leading to the forward cockpit with its large lounge area. The flybridge is absolutely massive, makes it a great place to work, lounge, or hang out underway. The forward trampolines are a little reduced in area to make room for the forward cockpit, but it's still a great place to hang out underway. I'm really excited to move on to this boat full time and cruise around the world. If you'd like more information about the Island Spirit 525E, click the link in the description. Be sure to tell them you saw it on Sailing Doodles. All right, today I'm going to talk to you about the network switching and the controls for all the different systems and everything we have on the boat. So the main panel is with switches, and we have, which I talked to you before, we have a Roy Powell's battery monitor, and then below that we have our 120 volt panel that controls so it's connected to the inverter, so it runs our ice maker, it has our AC outlets, the microwave, all the 110 stuff. Over here above that we have our 230 panel, which controls things like the battery charger, air conditioning, the water heaters, and we do have another 220 for the microwave in case we need to switch it out with a 220 volt or 230 volt microwave. And then below that we have our 12 volt panel. They still need to calibrate all these things because it's definitely not reading 12 volts, but that has like our stereo and our VHF, and it has a 12 volt refrigerator. It has the switches for the bilge pumps there that run in automatic or manual, and then it has 2 more switches here for the sump pumps for the showers. So like if the automatic sump pump stops working, we can just flip a switch and manually pump the stuff over just in case. So that is pretty straightforward. You may notice there's not a whole lot of switches on that panel. That is because we have a system called C-Zone. So over here, just around the corner, is the C-Zone control panel, and basically it lets you control all the individual switches. So right now I hit monitor, and it brings up all the things you might want to monitor. So we have all our tanks there on the monitoring, so we can see, okay, our port side water tank's getting pretty low, port side fuel is pretty low, black tanks are empty, the water tanks, all that. You can see the fuel tanks, black tanks, all that stuff. And then you can come up here to control, and you hit control, and then right now it's showing all the possible things we can turn on and off with this system. So the USB chargers, the water maker, underwater lights, the toilets, the tender lift, the stereo, the sump pumps, all that, radar, each thing that we could turn on and off, we just select it. If we want to turn off the lighting, we would hit select that, hit off, and now the lighting is off on the port side. If I want to turn it back on, I hit on, and there you go. So pretty, the refrigerators, all that stuff, everything there. Plus it's really cool, if I wanted to see what's on, I can select in operation, and that tells me everything that's on. So if I wanted to turn some stuff off, like I need to turn off my anchor light or whatever, I can just hit in operation. I can control all my pumps and my lighting, the electronics, the radar, whatever, navigation equipment, I can turn all that stuff, the autopilot on, everything. And then, so you can just, entertainment, so you can get to stuff quickly, you know where it is. Plus then also, you can go to modes, and then you can say, hey, I'm day sailing, I'm gonna select this, and I'm going to hit that mode active, and it'll turn on, you know, the navigation equipment and whatever, the VHF, things like that you would need for sailing. And then night sailing, it would do that, except also turn on the navigation lights and things. And then, you know, at anchor, you know, anchored on board, you know, it turns on the anchor light and turns off your navigation lights, all those things. That is the main control panel for it, but it's also connected to upstairs. I will show you a chart plotter. So I come up here to the chart plotter and say I want to mess with something, but I don't want to go all the way down. I can just simply hit my home button, go here to C zone, and then I have the same basic everything downstairs. I can hit control, and then if I want to turn on, let's go to my anchor light. I want to turn it on. I hit the navigation, I select my anchor light, I hit on, now it's on. Now my anchor light is on. And I can do all that with everything. I can, you know, look at my electronics, or I can just hit all and it'll expand everything. I can see what's on, what's off right here on the chart plotter. And then I can also go to systems and operation. If I want to turn whatever off, I can. And then the same deal, I can hit all these different modes. I hear just one button, anchored on board, boom, I hit that. So let me go back here, I'm gonna turn my anchor light back off. So I hit my anchor and I hit off. Now my anchor light is off. It's kind of nice to have that built into the B&G system. So the guys that set all this up are Electrical Marine. You may see their name on the boom because they are a sponsor. Basically, they supplied all this equipment and installed it. But it's a really good system. I mean, it's very intuitive, very easy to use, and it's kind of what everybody's doing these days. So thank you, Electrical Marine, for helping hook this up. It's a really cool system, and they've been great to work with to get everything installed. But so that right now we do have, so this is a big, I don't know, 20-inch B&G chart plotter up here. We're going to install another one. I'm going to install another B&G, like a 7-inch, in my cabin downstairs, so that when I'm, you know, when I'm not on watch and we're sailing at night or we're whatever, I can have that chart plotter right next to my bed so that I can see what we're doing underway. I can check the wind and the heading and see where we are to make sure whoever's up here on the helm is doing a correct job. Plus, I can monitor all the systems and I can turn off whatever I need. If there's an alarm, say a water tank empties and the alarm starts going off, I'll know about it and I can turn that water pump off and start the water maker right there from my bed. So, pretty cool system with the B&G and C-Zone all networked in together, and I can even control the stereo with it. So I can click that button and I can control the stereo. All right, we are saying goodbye to the boat, to Maverick. What'd you think?
I think I want to come back.
Well, you are definitely invited. I know you'll be back, so you'll be invited. So the plan is now, they're going to do some last minute updates to the boat, you know, fix a little things here and there, and then they will ship it to the States, where it's going to be at the Miami Boat Show in February. Hopefully we're going to get it in December and go cruise around the Bahamas a little before that. So that's the plan anyway.
This is so exciting.
All right, so now we got to get off the boat. We are going to head to Bangkok for a couple nights. I might film a little there. I know Lauren will definitely film there. You can check out her channel. Amanda had to fly home early this morning. Her mom is having emergency surgery, so had to change her flight to help her get back home a little early to be with her mom. So our thoughts are with her, and hopefully a speedy recovery. All right, it's hot and we got some bags carried in the end of the dock. Let's go.
Yeah, I know better than to bring this big old bag. I didn't know what to expect. Now I do. This won't happen again. I'm actually embarrassed.
We were already feeling a little sad leaving the boat. The manufacturer needed to do a couple things and haul her out to get her ready to ship.
Officially the hottest day yet in Thailand.
Yeah.
Just walking from the dock here is ridiculously hot. All right.
Fine.
Yeah.
It was about a 2-hour drive up to Bangkok.
I feel so underdressed here. This place is really lovely.
It's fine. I mean, like, you see all the people wearing board shorts and stuff in the lobby? Yeah, the people that work there are dressed up, but you're fine. All right, so it's only 1:30. They wouldn't let us check in because the rooms were ready. So we're gonna head down to the water and have lunch at Jack's Bar.
Yeah.
Let's go. We made a successful trip out of it, and we're still going though.
We're still going. I think we're both needing a little caffeine boost,
Yeah.
and we're gonna make the most of Bangkok.
Yeah, I had to get up at 3:30 to get Amanda to the taxi this morning, so yeah.
And I got up out of sympathy and then just never
yeah.
went back to sleep, also at 3:30.
All right, well, let's get some caffeine and we'll be good to go.
All right, yeah.
All right, that was some of the best Indian food I've had over there, right across the street from our hotel at the Little India. The owner, Harry, is quite the character and talkative.
You really spent some time with us.
Yeah. At first I was like, okay. Anyway, but
Well,
great food.
I'm glad he was comfortable enough
I'm okay.
to where he felt good bringing a chair to the table.
No, we go up here.
And really sitting down with us.
No,
you.
we're okay.
At least he's a hustler.
Yeah.
Good for that guy. Anyways, Harry sat down with us and we had a good long talk.
Yep.
I will say the interesting part was when he started talking about baseball, he's like, it doesn't make sense. And that's kind of a reminder of like the difference in like even sports in countries, and that was really cool.
Yeah, well, you don't understand cricket and he does, so same thing. All right, we're gonna check into our hotel and then see what kind of trouble we can find. All right, today we are headed to go do the typical Bangkok tourist things. I've already done all these, but I have to bring you along for them. So we're gonna walk down to the ferry dock and get a water taxi to the Grand Palace. That's why she's like the most like covered up. We've seen her this whole trip.
I'll button this up. I gotta cover my midriff.
You gotta cover up this. Oh man, you're gonna cover the cleavage.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Although I will admit, I look like I just left out of jail.
Oh, you did.
I'm like an orange suit.
Orange is the new black. All right, I can't remember if we go that way. I think we go this way, but let me look at. All right, I gotta look at my phone here. All right, so we're gonna go to water taxi to the Grand Palace. Gonna do Wat Po and longboat tour, and then I don't know. We'll see what else we can get in. All right, catch you in a minute.
It was a short walk to the water taxi dock. The traffic in Bangkok can be pretty miserable, so if you can take a water taxi, often it's a lot faster. They're not too expensive. It was only about $5 per person on our trip up the river. It was only about 10 minutes up to our first stop at the Grand Palace.
You have to wear long pants and cover your shoulders. And I only had jeans or like really thick khakis, so I didn't want to wear those. So I bought these like pajama pants here for $3 before we go and just put them over my shorts.
Inside the Grand Palace, there are lots of temples and monuments dedicated to the former kings or Ramas. It's amazing the level of decor and attention to detail. The royal residence for the king is absolutely massive.
If I'm acting so distracted,
There you go.
I'm thinking about the fireworks.
Just around the corner at Wat Po is the home of the reclining Buddha.
Get me wrong.
They created the Buddha first and then constructed the building around it.
Split like light refracted. I'm only off to wander.
We only spent a couple nights in Bangkok, and then it was time to head home and wait for our boat to be shipped to Florida.
You gotta put up with her. Worth it though.
First thing in the morning.
Yeah. So how was the trip?
God, it was a dream.
Yep. Well, it was a lot of fun having you on board. Good working out with you in the morning. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Honestly, it's my butt.
So I think by the time this video comes out, we'll have already done the Annapolis trip. We're gonna go to the Annapolis Boat Show, and then I guess after that we got some sailing to do in November.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see you guys again.
Yep. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm shocked that Bobby hasn't gotten tired of me yet.
I'm ready to go home. It's like we got no sleep last night. It's very early right now, so
Yeah, well, that's because Bangkok won.
yeah.
Bangkok won tennis.
One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster.
Cool.
You haven't heard that song? You played for you.
Alright.
All right. Well, good hanging out.
I'll see you soon.
Yep. See you soon.